Hey, welcome back, Commanders. Mike B here. Um, so today we have an exciting video that you're all gonna like here. We're going to unveil the Alliance feature. This is what other games may call a guild or a league. This is the Alliance. It's what we're calling it in this game. And I think I built some pretty nice um, gameplay around the alliance. It doesn't make it too overwhelming and it doesn't make it too stressful, but it actually makes it fun and it makes it very collaborative. I wanted something where it was collaborative, but also if, let's say, a couple of people don't make it or your guild is small, or your alliance, sorry, alliance is small, um, that you still aren't, at a disadvantage, let's say, or you don't lose anything because, a lot of times people have stuff going on. There are different parts of the world. They can't make it for some reason. So I wanted to make it stress free, collaborative, but still fun and really cool rewards, and we'll show you all about that here coming up. So I hit the alliance. I'm not in an alliance right now, so by default it'll show you all the alliances that are created at this moment, and right now we have two. And I'm going to request to join this one. So I'm going to hit the request. So it says requested. That is great. So while what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over to the other my other account, which actually has um, the leader of the alliance. So let's see here. Let's go here and then under here, and then I can let me see here. Where is the requests here? Let me find that. Hang on, while I'm doing that, I'm going to pause this real quick and we will be right back once I am joined. Okay, guys, I'm back and we are now part of the First Alliance. So, as you can see, you get a little bit of a dashboard here. You can see your alliance um, level. Right now it's level 2. And we'll talk about what this scout cooldown means in a minute. It's at 19 minutes right now. We'll be at 18 minutes when we get to the next level. Over here on the right, you can see the players and the status. Green means they're logged in, yellow, they're not active. And up at the top, you can actually get a summary of where you're at. We're level 2. We have 3 members. It is a small alliance. I tap it at 8, and you're going to see a reason why here in a minute on that. So then down here, the Galaxy Patrol is the heart and soul of the content for this gameplay. You have the Alliance shop and you have the roster. Um, that you can see everybody, but you can see it here as well. So let's go in and hit Galaxy Patrol. So this is the gameplay for Galaxy Patrol. What you get here is different um, um, solar systems that you can travel to and scout and fight. Um, so down here, we have uh, our feed, which is showing you everything that's currently going on, what who has scouted, different solar systems, things like that. So you can see on this one is ready to the solar systems that have, say, Scout 505. Those are ready to go because what you do is you have your scouts, your different ships, you have scouts, interceptor, support, and fighter. So what you do, let me back up before we go in and fight. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to this solar system and I'm going to say, okay, I want to um, send my scout. and it's got to be a level 6 scout. You can only send level 6, so you can have like a level 1. So you actually have to level your scout all the way up to level 6. And then you basically deploy that scout to that area. And what each scout will do is there are 5 different things that a scout will bring back on their 5 missions. It'll tell you what pilots are assigned, what agents are assigned, what ships, what levels, and um, if there's any special skills or special things about that solar system, like maybe everybody takes 20% damage, or um, there's you have different health. Maybe you have everyone gets a 20% health buff. So different ones have different different solar systems randomly will have different buffs or debuffs, as well as the pilots, the ships, and the skills and all that kind of things. So you send the scout, it'll go out, and then when all scouts are back, you're able to then send your team in to fight those ships that you came back with. So you can see the pilots, the stats, uh, any kind of wave modifier. So here there's a solar flare, so 20% attack power for all. What ships and what agents those ships have as well. So it gives you the feedback for all of the enemies for that solar system, so you can kind of tell which ships to send in to battle. Now we're on the basic level, so the very first um, level of the Galaxy Patrol, everything is basic. If you clear all solar systems, you will then progress to level 2. And when you go to level 2, you'll have some basic and premier level solar systems. And then when you go to level 3, if you beat all of those solar systems on day 2, you'll go to level 3 and it gets a little harder. Level 4, level 5 progressively get harder. And the um, ship tier that you can take into battle and scouts also raises as well. Now, of course, you could get more um, Galaxy Patrol tokens awarded for all the actions you do. You get rewarded for sending scouts. You'll get rewarded for battling the enemies in those solar systems. So let's go ahead and battle the enemy right now. So we're going to go to the center solar system, and I am going to fight. Okay, and then in here you can pick. Now notice I'm only going to be able to see my basic ships that are available to to battle. So we're going to select just those. So now, any scouts that are on patrol won't show up here. So if you have a scout that's on patrol, they can't be used in battle because they are sent out on patrol. So you can only use scouts that are not on patrol. Um, but I sent the one that actually had my pilot on it. So I'm actually going to just use the interceptor, the support, and the fighter for this first go at this. Now, I have not used this account ever on this. The content is to be challenging, so it's not something that day one you can come in and do. It's supposed to be uh, for that you've played a little bit, you've got your ships up leveled up, and you have your pilots on them, and you have some pretty good agents. So we're going to do this and hope for the best. Now, one thing is that the waves, there are 10 waves that you will try to defeat. So you're going to go through and it will change as you are fighting. Each wave gets a little harder. Also, on any wave after wave 5, you can no longer freeze the enemies. So they are immune to freeze after wave 5. So just to make it a little bit more challenging. that you just can't go through and use the cryostasis on all the enemies and get by. So it is meant to make it a little bit more challenging. Now, if you get past wave 7, you are considered that you have beat that level, and it will mark it as complete. So as long as you beat 7 waves, um, you will get a check mark on that solar system as you've defeated the enemies there, and you'll be able to move on and try to use another, go to another solar system and defeat another solar system. Now, one thing that I will show you when we get done here, wow, this we're doing pretty good. We're not doing too bad. Looks like we might bang this out here and get all through all 10 waves. Would be nice. Look at this. Look at this. Nice. I think we got it. Very nice. So we just finished all 10. So you see we got a check mark. We got 1,800 for a score. We got some 10 alliance tokens, and we got an extra 150 Commander XP there for our battle. So I'm going to return to the Galaxy Quest. So one thing to look at here, you'll notice that I have 8 of 10 scouts left. So you do, each player only does get 10 scouting chances, and you only get 2 attacks. So you can see I've used 1 of 2 attacks. Now, this guild only has 3 people, and yet there's 8 solar systems. You're probably asking, well, how do I clear it then with only 3 people? I have 2 solar systems I won't be able to defeat. So what happens is that after you've exhausted all of your attacks or scouts, there's a button that comes up that says refresh your tries. And when you do that, you will get 10 more scouting chances and 2 more attacks, right? It's going to say reset turns. But at a cost that your ships are then only 90% effective. So there is a little bit of a penalty, not much, just a 10% drop in your HP and your attack and your shields and things like that. But you're able to then try again. And if you fail and you need one to try again, maybe a different set of chips, you can reset again. And then every subsequent reset you do after the first one will degrade your power by 5%. So if you do it again, you'll go down to 85%, then again 80, and so on and so forth. So that way, if you have other team members who are stronger or strong, they can go in and finish the other systems for the alliance and be able to clear that level. So that was kind of my methodology behind it, to make it fun, make it collaborative, where you work together to clear and just scout all of the different solar systems, and then go in and attack the solar systems that you feel like you can attack and get more than 7 waves defeated. And then if you do have a couple of players that aren't able to make it, other team members can jump in and clear those other solar systems for you. The Alliance, this Galaxy Patrol is a Monday through Friday only activity. It gives you the weekend off, so you don't feel pressured to have to do it on the weekend. Um, so the scouting time was 19 minutes, but there are these boosters where you can actually cut this scout time in half. These are awarded through different things. You can buy them in the supply strike mission. You get one as a part of the Outpost Rush mission. You get one as a part of the um, weekly awards. So you get enough. You get 3 per week throughout the week. So if all team members are chipping in and using them, you should be able to go through and actually cut that scouting time in half and make it a little bit quicker to get all the solar systems scouted. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Alliance. I'm interested in everyone's um, feedback what you think about it, what do you think of the mechanics for scouting and gameplay, and how you can be able to support the entire alliance if one or two players can't make it. I'm trying to think of everything in other games that I've played that really annoyed me when it came time to doing an alliance activity. And I led alliances in other games for so many years, and it was very frustrating to a leader when people will log in and play, but they won't do the alliance content. And it's just so frustrating. And that brings me to the point of one more thing, and that's to show you the alliance shop. This is what you're playing for and what you're wanting to accrue all your tokens is I introduced what's called a co-pilot expansion, right? So right now you can only assign one pilot per ship, but with the alliance um, content and the shop, you can buy a basic pilot, premier pilot, elite pilot, or ultimate pilot expansion. And we'll get into this at another time because it's a whole other video. But it basically enables you to create um, a co pilot set of two pilots and be able to put that set on any ship that you want. And you define the two pilots you want to build in this expansion. Let's say it's Ghostwing and Dr. Nova. So if you have four Dr. Novas and four Ghostwings built, that same set can be applied to as many basic ships as you want. So you'll apply it, and it'll give you two pilots instead of just one on that ship. So we'll go into more detail. I kind of went into a lot of detail there, more than I should have probably. Don't want to confuse everybody, but it is a game changer for your teams. So I hope you like it. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Please leave a comment down below. If you haven't hit subscribe, would love you to do that, please. And don't forget to early register, pre-register. Go to Zorlian-X.com. The link is in the description and pre-register. Your support on this game is huge. Put a lot of effort in the last one out to about 6 months of development here. And I'm trying to build something here that is fun, free to play oriented, and doesn't take all of your time throughout the day, but is still challenging, fun, and rewarding to play. So, looking forward to all your feedback. Again, thank you very much for all your support, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.